Morning, folks. Welcome back to KJ's channel. Today is January 1st, 2021. I was looking over my workout app from my Apple Watch yesterday, and last year I ran 707 miles. In 2019, I was part of a group called Bearded Brothers and Blister Sisters and Bearded Brothers, where we joined Run the Edges, Run the Year is what they call it. So in 2019, as a team, we ran 2,019 miles. So this last year, in 2020, I ran 707 miles myself. So that was pretty impressive. My goal was to try and run 3 miles a day. Of course, with schedules and stuff like that, that's really hard to do. So I didn't quite make it, but I'm not upset about that. And as I prepare to run this morning, I am going to do what we have traditionally done or have made a habit of doing. There's not much difference between tradition and habit, is it? But anyway, for the last few years, our church has hosted a 10K on New Year's Day. We used to call it the toughest 10K in town. And one year we had several people turn out, but the last few years there's only been 3 of us that run, and the other 2 people moved away this year, so that leaves just me. So I'm doing my 10K on the treadmill. Alright, did my New Year's Day 10K, 6.2 miles, and now time for stretching. I figured out sometime last year, I don't remember, maybe I did it all of last year, I don't remember. Anyway, I started having sciatic pain in one of my legs, and so after I run, I do pigeon pose and butterflies, different things to try and stretch out my hip area and back area. So that's what me and Flash are doing right now. I've already decided to make a couple of changes to my vlog. Hopefully you noticed my new intro. And then I'm not going to post my stats every day anymore. I'm just going to do updates during the fitness ones like today for that type of thing. And then I plan on doing a Bible lesson each week. More than likely it'll kind of go with the sermon that I'm going to be preaching that Sunday, because that makes it a whole lot easier on me. And I can just mention things, because I already do a Wednesday midweek meditation for the church, and I'll probably just make a video that day kind of along the same lines as well as what I'll be preaching Sunday. So anyway, yeah, start the year off right with running 6.2 miles. I also followed an Instagram page called Forrest Gump 500. Started by what is probably my favorite YouTube channel, Smarter Every Day. Destin is shooting for a goal of 500 miles this year, which I did 707 last year, so that should not be a problem, but it's interesting just to follow and watch other people run also. Eating, let's not talk about that right now. So let's talk about the eating issue. I don't think I've ever had a healthy relationship with food. Growing up, I don't remember ever going hungry. My parents always made sure we had plenty of food. Like I said, I wasn't an overweight kid. But in my adulthood, food has been used to... it's just been something I do out of boredom. It's been something I do when I am down. And I like food. Food's always been something I enjoy. Now, I've said it several times, especially when it comes to marriage counseling with other couples, but for me, food is not a love language. I don't care about having a great cook or a good meal on the table when I get home. None of that matters, but I do snack, and as I've been keeping this journal, I realized just how much I have been snacking, and then also how much I eat in one particular setting. So I was kind of hoping my doctor would do something maybe with an appetite suppressant. because I do get overly hungry and then I gorge. And yeah, just something I'm going to keep working on. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I don't like eating breakfast because it makes me feel sluggish. Usually I have my first meal or food around 1 or 2 in the afternoon, and then I snack and do some different things, eat a bunch of different stuff throughout the afternoon, which is probably not good. Well, I know it's not good. So I'm watching the sunset. My weight today is back to 260. I didn't do very good yesterday as far as snacking and all that type of stuff. But I fluctuate easily 4 or 5 pounds a day with running because of water weight and how much I'm drinking as far as water. So I really have to pay attention to my weight over periods of time, not just each day. In reference to my weight, I need to weigh at the same time every day also. So I'll start that with the next check-in. I'll do it tomorrow, but the next check-in I'll have a little bit better plan for consistency. Up until I decided to start doing this fitness journey, I didn't weigh myself. I didn't know what I had gotten up to until I decided I was going to weigh myself and start this journey. So to see that number 260 was kind of shocking to me. But I'll do it at the same time every day. Probably when I first wake up in the morning, I'll weigh myself, and that'll be what I keep up with.